Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about some of the goals I would like to achieve during my maternity leave. The reason behind this is because I'm nervous about the upcoming changes, and this is my way to get back some control in my life. While I am aware that all this will most likely change, at least I can track how I'm doing and how my priority changed over time. I have based my goals loosely on the Wheel of Life and have color-coded the goals to reflect their priorities, with red being the most important and green being the least prioritized. Unfortunate, but some sacrifices will have to be made, especially during the initial months when I get used to my new role as a mother. Lastly, I will show how I translate my goals into to-do lists in my calendar. My first priority would be to my family, which includes my immediate family, parents and in-laws, and my husband's extended family. For my immediate family, the main focus would be on my baby. In particular, I hope to establish a doable feeding/sleeping routine. To do that, I'll be relying on apps such as the Huckleberry to track the baby's routine. I will also plan and prioritize any doctor appointments and vaccinations that my child requires. Lastly, my goal is to eventually plan monthly outdoor activities with my child. I will be relying on the Wonder Weeks app to help to ensure that the activities complement my child's development. For my husband, he would unfortunately be taking the back seat for the initial months. However, I believe that the parents' relationship forms the foundation of a family. Therefore, my plan is to focus on celebratory events, for example, anniversaries and birthdays, with the eventual goal of having a date on a quarterly basis further down the road. For my parents and in-law, my main concern is on the juggling of visits while handling the baby's demands. Hence, my priority will be on celebratory events such as the baby's first months and my parents' or in-laws' birthdays. They are also welcome to join us in the outdoor activities planned for our child. Eventually, once the baby's routine is more manageable, we will plan monthly trips to our parents and to our in-laws. Together with the bi-yearly visits to the extended family, this should result in a weekly meetup on average for the parents and in-law and the extended family section. To translate this into actionable to-dos, I will be blocking off time for the doctor appointments and vaccinations. I will also indicate other items such as my helper's time off before planning other activities for my child. Lastly, I will then include celebratory events for my parents and in-laws before scheduling the monthly visits. My second priority will be on myself and my recovery from delivery by prioritizing checkups and eventually including exercise into my routine. I would also be focusing on my sleep cycle, which is closely related to my baby's routine, and habits such as water intake to promote milk production. To track all of this, I will be relying on the Samsung Health app. Lastly, I would like to pamper myself if I have the time by using up the leftover facial sessions I have from my past. I will also need to spend some time to purchase new outfits once my weight stabilizes for work. To include these, I have set aside time for doctor's appointment and checkups. I have also marked up days to shop for clothes. I will also include the exercise goals I wish to achieve during the week. In this example, I will be aiming to climb 4 stories of stairs daily for the first week of November. Lastly, if time permits, I will also include self-care sessions as well. My next priority will be finances, which covers both my own finance and my family's finances. For my personal expenses, I'm fairly comfortable with it as I have been tracking and found my spendings to be fairly reasonable. Hence, my main focus will be more on streamlining my existing accounts to make tracking easier. The family budget is a different story, however. Even though I have been tracking, there's just too much milestone spending, for example on reno and wedding, to filter through before the data recorded is meaningful. Additionally, we have recently hired a new helper to help with the childcare and housework, and the new baby will also add on to the cost as well. Hence, my main focus is to be better at tracking and monitoring the family budget to ensure that the expenses are reasonable by using financial tracking apps such as Seedly and Wallet. Lastly, I would like to explore other side incomes as well. My current side incomes consist mainly of stash-away portfolios, T-bills, and the Singapore Savings Bond. However, it has been a dream for me to sell handcrafted earrings as an alternative side income. Hence, while I know it would be difficult with the new baby, I would still like to include it as a stretch goal. My financial goals will be translated into bi-weekly tracking of expenses. I will also include expenses in times when I can expect higher purchases, for example, the helper's salary and 11/11 sale. I have also indicated when the T-bills are open for bidding so that I do not miss it. My last two goals relates to career and friends. While I will be on maternity leave for my career, I will still need to fulfill my training hours to maintain my membership with the CPA. Hence, I will also prioritize my search for complementary lessons to meet the requirements. For my friends, they will also be taking a back seat. However, I hope I can still make it for the celebration at the end of the year, which so happens to be at the end of the maternity leave as well, and eventually catch up on a quarterly basis. Both meetups and complimentary lessons will be included into the calendar when confirmed. And with that, my hypothetical schedule for November is ready. As most events are arbitrary, my real calendar is likely to be very different from this. However, I really enjoyed creating the mind map of goals through this exercise and felt more in control of the situation as a result. I hope this helps you as well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!